How's it going, guys? I'm Robert from Machado Visuals, and I wanted to give you an inside look and commentary on how I shot my latest video for the Academy Drum and Bugle Corps entitled Moments. I rigged a GoPro up to my camera to offer a behind-the-scenes perspective of my camera rig and what it sees, and I wanted to walk you through some of the things that go through my head while I'm shooting for documentaries and shooting B-roll. If you haven't checked out the final piece, I highly recommend you do that first and then return to this video, so please enjoy. So to start out, I'll give you general gear specs. I'm shooting on the FS7 with mainly Sigma art lenses. I generally try sticking to primes because of how shallow the depth of field is and the minimum focus distance. A lot of people tend to use zoom lenses for documentary work, which is why I specifically love using prime lenses, because I feel it helps separate my work from others visually. I take a lot of influence from contemporary directors like Christopher Nolan and love drawing from his visual style in my work, and you'll notice that I try to include both foreground and background elements in all of my shots, and that's where prime lenses really start to shine. The shallow depth of field adds much more depth to the frame as opposed to using zooms.
If you would very much appreciate it, especially when we start playing loud. And if you can angle up slightly above them, if they're not that much taller, you can do that as well. Don't let anybody go too far. We just don't want to play into each other's ears and hurt our hearing. Okay. Tuba. At Remington, do series forte. Really? Now close quarters, match your neighbor. Forte. Here we go. Match tone, pitch, volume. Beat. Hold your breath, trumpets. Come on, focus on the timing. Give me duds.
In the first act of the video, I really wanted to show rather than tell. There didn't really need to be much dialogue to drive the narrative, so I focused on showing the story visually while including the scene's ambient sound to help tell the story. My main goal was to help show the members remaining absolutely focused while they warmed up for the big regional. Right as they were about to take the field, I swapped to the 24-105 so that I could capture the vast space of the Alamo Dome. Up until this point, this has been the largest crowd that the Corps has performed in front of, so including the really wide shots helped show a sense of scale of how big the audience was, and again, by using foreground and background elements within the frame.
Yeah, makes sense.
For the performance, I changed lenses again to the Canon 70-200 so I could grab tight close-ups and action shots of the performers. I would track camera movements with a performer until they would kind of lead me to another performer or moment of the show. And variety is really key in these situations, so as soon as I got something usable, I quickly moved off the shot and on to the next. It's also important to note that the intensity of the handheld movement should match whatever is being filmed. If a performer's intensity increases, so does my handheld movement. I'm not going to use aggressive camera movements during a delicate moment or vice versa.
So gratifying to see.
And following that guideline during speeches or talks, I try to vary my focal lengths that reflect the intensity of what's being said. It also helps me add a variety to my shot sizes while I'm editing in post. Similar to the way TED Talks are edited, I try changing focal lengths after complete thoughts or sentences to provide cleaner cuts and give more emphasis on what's being said during the change.
Get ready for that. We have a big weekend until Atlanta. We've got a bunch of meetings we have over the next 2 days.
Know where you are, all right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Dennis.
Hold on to this moment. Be proud of what you just put out there. Hold on to this. Gotta go. Get some water.
So there's kind of an inside look on how I shoot B-roll for documentaries, and I really enjoyed playing around with this behind-the-scenes format. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and I'm hoping I could do more on future shoots. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.